Hello and welcome back to Bloodborne. So, today I'm going to start with a classic little thing I haven't done in a little while. It's an item description episode. So, here are some of the items that I found that are interesting. I think Ariana's blood is pretty good. Blood taken from Ariana, Cathedral Ward, Woman of Pleasure. The sweet blood of Ariana restores HP and temporarily speeds stamina recovery. A member of the old healing church would know that her blood is similar indeed to precisely what was once forbidden. I I'm honestly not sure what the hell was once forbidden about this. Is it talking about her job? Is it talking about how I obtain the blood? I have no idea. But that's an interesting description to have for her. Next, we have the tonsil stone. A latticed, deformed rock, or perhaps a meteorite, appears useless but possesses some old gravitational force that prevents its riddance. A dubious soul once said, "Step lightly round the right of the great cathedral and seek an ancient shrouded church. The gift of the God hand will grant you strength." It's weird that this item can't be gotten rid of. It appears useless, but no matter what, this thing is gonna find its way back to you for some reason. The next item is the Rune Workshop, and I just look at this thing and I'm honest to God terrified because I don't see. It says that I'll just read the description first. Runesmith Carol, student of Bergenworth, transcribed inhuman utterings of the Great Ones into what are called Carol runes. The hunter who retrieves this workshop tool can etch Carol runes into the mind to attain their wondrous strength. Prophet Willem would have been proud of Carol's runes, as they do not rely upon blood in any measure. When I look at this thing, I see a brand, not a rune crafting thing. So to me, it's like saying they're sticking a prod into your brain and burning it into your mind, and that is what's giving you strength. To me, that's kind of scary. Also, there's this dude named Provost Willem. I have no idea who Provost Willem is, but apparently he was super against blood. Anyway, moving on. The Crow Hunter Badge. Badge of a hunter of hunters, who hunts those who have become addled with blood. The badge of the hunter of hunters is quietly passed down from generation to generation, usually to an outsider from the hinterlands. To be entrusted with this cursed badge, one must be strong, resilient to the seduction of blood, and gracious when taking a comrade's life. I think I got this item from Eileen the Crow dying during a story event, but I'm not quite sure when that happened. That might have been that hunter in the Grand Cathedral place. She might have died, and I just picked up her stuff, and that's why they were selling it, but I'm not sure. The reason why I bring that up is because in the items I have, there's a couple of clothes I'm gonna read, but specifically the beak stuff that I'm wearing. Wood-carved mask of Eileen the Crow, Hunter of Hunters. The beak contains incense to mask scents of blood and beast. Hunter of Hunters dresses crows to suggest sky burial. The first Hunter of Hunters came from the foreign land and gave the dead a virtuous native funeral ritual, rather than impose a blasphemous Yarnum burial service upon them, with the hope that former compatriots might be returned to the skies and find rest in a hunter's dream. Yeah, so this looks like it's Eileen the Crow's equipment. And I like the sentiment that they would be given a different burial if you were killed by someone like this, just in the off chance that you were an old friend and you could return to the hunter's dream if they buried you that way. I think that's nice. Next is Heinrich. This was the dude that apparently fought in the central Yarnum area that probably killed Eileen. Hunter that worn by Heinrich the Old Hunter. The taciturn old hunter Heinrich was once partners with Father Gascogne, and though they were a fierce and gallant duo, their partnership led to Heinrich's tragically long life. Heinrich's unique yellow garb is resistant to bolt and will be a great help to any hunter who was inherent the onus of the hunt. It's weird to hear the sentence, their partnership led to a tragically long life. I mean, whenever I fought him, he was obviously crazy because he'd always do that animation where he'd grab his face and then start like roaring. So I guess that's what it's referring to. Or maybe he was just a huge asshole. I'm not sure. But I find his clothes kind of curious. Next, we had white church garb. Attire of a special church doctor. These doctors are superior to the black preventative hunters and specialists in extremely baked blood administration and the scourge of the beast. They believe that medicine is not a means of treatment, but rather a method for research, and that some knowledge can only be obtained by exposing oneself to sickness. So these guys would go into blood-infected areas almost in an attempt to get infected so they could learn from it. That is a very interesting way to be doing medicine. I'm pretty sure that is not proper medical procedure. And finally, the black hooded iron helm. The iron helm worn by hunters of the unseen village. The hunters of Yargul answer to the village founders, the school of Mincis. Hunters in name only, these kidnappers wear their black hood low to shadow their eyes. This helm is made of metal, a rarity for hunter garb, and has high defense, but only against physical attacks. Let's see. So, I have no idea who the hell Mincis is, but this armor is unique, apparently, for being made of metal, because very clearly nothing in this game has almost any iron equipment, except for maybe like the Charred Hunter's gauntlet thing, but almost everything's cloth. But yeah, those are some of the interesting items I found. Also, the puppet's over here again. Or, I call it the puppet. It's the doll. But she's over here again. And she isn't telling me why. There's something about this headstone. I don't know what it is, but there's something about it. Anyway, yeah, I guess this will be the end of the episode because this is going to be an items episode. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.